स्टैंडर्ड्स राइट। ये भी कहाँ घुसेगी इसके अंदर?
नहीं जा रही।
दूसरी ग्लास पिपेट। ये क्या क्या है, कैसा है?
ये सेंट्रीफ्यूज ट्यूब्स
घटते क्रम में है बढ़ते क्रम में?
घटते क्रम में, मतलब इसमें मैक्सिमम रहेगा, इसमें मिनिमम रहेगा।
सिरम लगाने में ऐसा लगेगा।
Yeah. So सबसे पहले we had set the limit of the pipette. This is your micro pipette
Micro
for
pipette.
500 microliter. So if you have 500 microliter and 9.5 ml of water, so we will make the solution of 0.5 ppm, right?
हाँ
So we will take this. This is your 500 ppm, okay, right? And then we will put this 500 microliter into this centrifuge tube. Now we will dilute it with 9.5 ml of water, right? So give me the concentration.
हाँ
So we will write at the top, right? So here you can write 0.5, right? Is it visible?
यस सर।
Now next we will make the solution of, so here we will set the limit for 1000
हाँ
microliter, that is equal to
Yes,
1
sir.
ml. Here it's 1000, that is 1 ml. Insert it. You can also check that here it will reach to the mark.
हाँ
Now we will place it inside this centrifuge tube and then we will dilute it to 10.
10 यस सर। दिस मिली क्यूब
9 ml वाटर डालता है।
हाँ
Yes. Now we will write it here. What? 1
1
or your is. Similarly, you can make the solutions for 5 ppm, 2 ppm, whatever you need, right? So we will start the calibration, right? This is your system, computer system, which is attached to. This is your
Spectrophotometer.
UV ultraviolet visible spectroscopy, right? Machine. So we are in the short form we will say UV spectrophotometer, right? So here these are the two slots. In this you will keep the standard, that is water. In our case, first we will do the calibration for. You can say we will do the blank analysis. In the blank we will keep water on the both side in both the cubettes. So we will fill the water in the cubette and then we will keep this cubette inside your analysis port. Right?
The transparent side faces the light, right?
Yes, transparent parent side you should keep in the path of the light, and we have translucent side that you should put on the sides where there is no light will travel. Light will travel in this way.
Yes.
So we will close the apartment. Marker was there. Right?
Yes.
I think we should right. So we will discard this water. We will clean this from the tissue. If you need chair, you And now we will do the calibration. Right, we will take ice from here, right, and then use it for the cooling purpose. We have a recycling pump. This is the recycling arrangement we had made, right? From here the water will come into this and the ice will melt with the time, and from there it will, this is the inlet to this, right, to this reactor assembly, and this is the outlet which is coming again to the system, right? So again the water is cool water is recycling so that your temperature remain constant at your desired value. For the photocatalysis generally we see the temperature below 30. It should not enhance after 30, because after that your degradation will start with the aid of the temperature also. But you have to see the impact of the sunlight or your light source. That's why you are doing this. You have to maintain the temperature at lower values.
So is it that during the reaction there is some exothermic process occurring?
You can't say that because you have a high voltage light, right? So it is emitting the heat. The light is your light source is generally generating the heat. That's why you have to change. That's why you have to cool it.
Yes, sir.
See, the lamp did not stirrer is running. You can see here it is the stirrer. This is for the temperature. And here also this is 30, temperature has been set, and 500 rpm is set.
500 rpm.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will revolve 500 revolution in 1 minute. So we will select all those.
So how do you know that 30 Celsius will be the optimum temperature?
That 30 degree we had taken that, assume that room temperature is 30 degree. We are doing reaction on the room temperature. If you want to do the study for the temperature, then you have to perform the separate experiments, and you have to maintain temperature manually by increasing or decreasing the amount of ice, or by decreasing the flow rate of your coolant, so that you can get that optimum temperature whatever you need, right? So we will block the extra. Okay, first we will put this temperature sensor at its proper location. So out of there are 4 slots in the reactor. Out of 4 slots, in one slot we will put this temperature sensor. Right. We had inserted this temperature sensor. You can see that it is giving temperature here. So this is the initial temperature of your solution, right? It's about 18 degrees. We are not yet started the cooling process, and this we had kept for the sample insertion. You can, if you want to insert anything, so you can insert it from here also, but generally we use for as a sampling port, right? We can take sample from this slot. Next one is your 2 blocking slots. So we will block this plug here to block this slot.
Yes, sir.
And again on the another side we have a hollow. Yes, we have hollow space here. So we will block this slot also, right?
Yes.
Now you can check that your stirrer is not running. It is not running. Now you can see stirring is going on SMA, right?
Yes, sir.
So everything is fine. We can proceed further, right? This is the stirrer. This is already attached to the equipment. We will place the bead.
This is a magnetic stirrer.
This is the stirrer. This is the magnetic bead, right? We have to make some. Now it goes at the bottom. Now we will start the stirring, and we'll start our blank hour.
Yes, sir.
Blank hour means you don't give the light. You just
Dark
see. This is like for absorption desorption, right? Some material. If you have the heterogeneous catalyst, It's not an heterogeneous catalyst, but when we have heterogeneous catalyst, there is a dark hour, and that dark hour is for adsorption desorption purpose on the surface of the catalyst. But here also we make a blank run to see whether H2O2 make impact in the presence of light, or it also degrade in the absence of the light. So we will check the same thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. You can take snaps also. Then we have to close this. क्या नाम अभिषेक right? We will put it like this. This is the syringe, Dispovan syringe of 5 ml. We will place it like this on the sample exertion port, and we will apply force here, and the sample will come in this syringe, and now we will filter this, right?
Yes, sir.
Where is your that vials? You had washed your vials? You have not washed it properly.
Stained one, sir.
Now we will filter it by 0.22 micron filter. We need approximately 3 to 5 solution. Again we insert the syringe in sample collection port, and then we will filter it. Yeah. So this is your 0 hour gap. From the marker we can write it here 0 hour. Where is that marker? Yes, Rigo phone. I have written here 0. Is it visible? 0?
Visible somewhat.
0 hour, right? And 0 the reading whatever is there at that time, and then we will solve it. I think they had saved it as the name of BTP. BT project, BTech project 2024. We will save this data also. We will start from MB10, right? R MB10, right? This is the name I had given to your directory, and we will save it, and here again RMB_10, and then we will press OK. Acha. You are getting the similar kind of spectra earlier also?
Yes, sir.
This means our solution is fine.
Solution is fine, but we have to only know about this.
That we can't say. Right? We will say it will automatically got saved. I will provide you with the data.
Yes, sir. So this is the UV spectrometer setup.
ये एब्जॉर्बेंस आपके आ गई है।
इसका पीक भी चेंज हो गया, किस वेवलेंथ पे आ रहा है पीक?
सेम 663 पे है, यानी 660 मान सकते हो आप लोग। 0.3 आ रहा है आपको।
अच्छा,
तो कंसंट्रेशन कम होने पे एब्जॉर्बेंस आपकी कम हो गई है ना।
हम इसको हाफ आवर ब्लैंक रन करेंगे। 13.5 वाट आ जाएगा, ठीक है।
जी
97 राइट। How we are taking the sample from the analysis code, or we can say sample code, sample code. We will filter it by 0.22 micron filter. Right. And we will take the absorbance of the collected solution.